Welcome back to Memoir 44. We're doing Pegasus Bridge. Up first, the British. Oh, we have a plan this time. So let's just get into it. We are going to be playing close assault. And so it's issue an order to all infantry adjacent to enemy units. We have three. 1, 2, 3. Actually pretty good. And they roll one additional die. Units may not move before battle, but after successful close assault, they may take ground. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. These three units, of course, we're going to order that are adjacent. They can't move, but they will attack with an extra die. And that's going to be the three of them right there. All right, let's start over here at the bridge. All right, Battle of the Bridge. We are rolling 4 dice because we are adjacent. Can't move though, but we can take ground. So if these guys have to retreat, we could move there. Probably not going to want to. But anyway, let's roll our 4 dice and see what we get. And we end up getting 2 hits. Okay, I was hoping for better than that with 4 dice, but that's what we get. That's first Germans wiped out. Okay, no retreats. No taking ground. All right, over we go to trying to take out that machine gun nest. All right, we're trying to get rid of this machine gun nest. So we get an additional die, but we lose a die because of the sandbags. So it's basically we're rolling 3 dice. So we'll start with, actually, we're going to start attacking with these guys. So they're going to be rolling 3 dice. Remember, the Germans are sandbagged, so they get -1 die to attack into that space, and we end up just getting 1 hit. Okay, I thought this was going to go better. All right, 1 hit. These guys as well are going to be doing the same thing. 3 dice against the machine gun nest. Come on. And we get 1 hit only. And 1 retreat, but sandbags negate the first retreat, so they don't have to retreat. So all we did was whittle them down. Wow, I kind of thought we'd do better than that. Just double check the sandbags. Occupant may ignore the first flag. Yeah, so they ignore the first retreat. If occupant leaves, remove the sandbags, and firing into the sandbag is -1. Yep, did it all correctly. Well, somehow I thought we were going to do better than that. With that infantry assault, but we didn't. All right, so that's the end of our turn. We will grab another command card. Oh boy, this is going to be tougher than I thought. Probe, 2 in the center. Okay, we have 2 of those cards. I kind of like that. That will be okay. All right, back the camera out. It is now time for the Germans to go. All right, it's the Germans' turn, and they will be playing Recon. Issue 1 order to a center unit, and then they get to draw 2 cards and choose one of them at the end. So 1 in the center. They're going to be activating the machine gun nest. So let's get down and have them activating these guys. They are not going to move, so they are just going to attack. And yes, taking out this machine gun nest is very difficult. So they will be rolling 3 dice. They can attack either unit. They will go ahead and attack this unit right here. All right, 3 dice. They're attacking our British troops. And they get 2 hits. So yeah, the tank symbol would be hitting armor. So an infantry and a grenade, that's 2 hits. We get whittled down even more. But we still have a lot of units to go. All right, that was the German turn. Now they get to grab 2 cards, and they get to choose which one they want to keep. So I'm just going to do that for them. And back we go then to us, the British player. All right, back we go over to us, and I think we are, do we want to do Recon again? Oh dear, we got to take out that machine gun nest. You know what, we're going to use a probe card. We're going to activate 2 units in the center. 2 units in the center. One of them, of course, will be the one adjacent to the dug-in German troops. And the other unit we will activate will be actually these guys here, I think. Yes, that's what we're going to do. All right, let's get them moving and possibly attacking. All right, so first up, we're going to have these guys moving. They're going to double time it. They're going to move 2 spaces. They're coming around the lake, so we're going to have them reposition over here. They will not be able to attack. Nobody's within range. That's just them activating. These guys are not moving because they're adjacent to the machine gun nest, and they will be attacking. So I'm just going to readjust the camera. They are going to be shooting at the machine gun nest. Okay, let's see if our British troops can get these guys out of here. Now, it would normally be 3 dice because we're close, but it's only 2 dice because the sandbag, again, -1 die. So we're just rolling 2 dice against them, and we get nothing because they ignore the first flag, and this symbol is nothing. So that was a failed attempt to get the Germans out of there. Wow. All right. And so with our probe card finished, we get another card for next time. Ooh, hair pincer move, 2 on each side. Okay, I kind of like that. That's not a bad card to have. And over for the end of our episode today, we go back to the Germans. All right, the Germans are going to play Firefight. Issue an order to 4 units to open fire. Units in a firefight may not be adjacent to an enemy unit and may not move. Firefight units roll 1 additional die. Now for them, that's only 2 units. These guys are 1, 2, 3, 4 away. They can't attack. These 2 units, though, are 1, 2 away from these guys and have clear line of sight. So the ones on the bridge and the ones in the town can only shoot at these guys because this is everything else is blocked line of sight. So our 2 units here are in a bit of trouble. Let's get down to the board and have that firefight happening. All right, well, this time it's not the machine gun nest that's firing. They're going to start with these guys, and just to reread that, they get 1 additional die, can't be adjacent, and they can't move. Okay, perfect. Well, not perfect, not good for us. So basically 3 dice, 2 dice. They're going to be rolling 3 dice because they get the additional die. They can't move. All right, 3 dice attacking our 2 British troops. And ouch. Very first firefight attack wipes out both of our British troops. That is the 2nd medal for the Germans. And these guys then are not able to fire at anybody because they have no line of sight, because they blocked line of sight, and 3, 2, 1, and they're out of range. So was that a good card for them to play? I don't know. Wiped out one of our units, so they get to draw another card, of course, for next time. And that, wow, they have completely wiped out 2 of our units. All right, we're going to back the camera out and wrap up our episode for today. All right, well, that's going to wrap up our episode for today. We, as the British, are not doing very well. We have been trying to get that. Boy, that machine gun nest is absolutely brutal. We made a run for the bridge. We got kind of chopped down there. We're going to have to start bringing up our other units. I think we're in a little bit of trouble. We got to get 5 medals. It's supposed to be 4, but I'm going for 5. The Germans have already got 2 medals, and I think we're kind of in trouble. But we'll see what happens tomorrow when we continue on. So thanks for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Memoir 44, the first mission in the older version. This is like the 2nd edition of the old version. It's not the refresh version. So yes, these dice are not the wooden ones. These are the plastic ones, and they're not etched. But they're pretty good. They do the job. I'm not a problem. I don't have a problem with them. So thanks so much. Hope you join me tomorrow. Continuation, Memoir 44, Pegasus Bridge.